in the day, you're talking about people fencing with like just the white jacket, no lights. So you literally had to hit someone in a way where it was like very clear you hit them, and you had to like...
savage.
Yeah, you had to be savage.
Blood is drawn.
And I think that if you go even further back, the movements were less. If you're talking about cutting someone's head off.
Fencing is a pretty risky business.
Now it's much more contained for sure. I think people are in much better shape now. Now it's just about like efficiency. People are just trying to get a light on now.
This is the lightning-fast athleticism of a saber fencing competition. When you think of sword fighting, stabbing and slicing injuries might be what first come to mind. But today, fencing is both an elegant and aggressive sport that, while generally safe from impalement injuries these days, still inflicts major wear and tear on athletes' bodies.
It's gentlemanly, but it's war.
And if they haven't trained correctly, the results can be disastrous.
You're using your body as a canvas, really. You have to have good feet, you have to have a good arm, and a good mind. But the mind part people don't see as much. If you fence, you understand the mind part. But if you don't fence, you don't understand what's going on. That's the tough part.
Do you have the body type and skills to be an Olympic-level fencer? To get started, you're going to need a weapon, and you've got your pick of 3: foil, épée, and saber.
Good.
3-time Olympian Daryl Homer here will show you the way of the saber.
So you have pommel, you have the guard, blade, you have the handle, right? So you're gonna hold the handle. I hold it with 2 fingers here, okay? Squeeze these 2 fingers and then 3 fingers gently, okay? That way I can use my fingers. You hold it like this, which a lot of kids do. This is what you get. I like my stuff small, tight. Keep it tight.
But with every saber in hand, every fencer wears a mask, a jacket and lame, an underarm protector, a glove, breeches, and knee-high socks and shoes.
Oh no!
All designed to prevent injury. Fortunately, fencing gear can withstand over 1,600 newtons of force. Saber is known for its cutting rule. You can strike with the edge or the tip. But that's not the only thing setting saber apart from épée and foil.
Saber is more about explosiveness.
Explosivity, yeah. There are 3 different types. Each type has a different target. Saber, it's everywhere from the waist up. You can hit with any part of the blade. Foil, you can only hit on the front and the back of the jacket, and you only can hit with the point, okay? And then épée, the whole body is a target, but you can only hit with the point as well. We fence on 14 meters, forward and back. You can't go sideways pretty much. If you go off the side, you go back a meter. Basic movements, advance, retreat, lunge, or the basic movements, and everything you're seeing is a combination of that. It's actually funny, it's like very simple. You can cut to the head, you can cut to the side, you can cut to the side, but it's like how you put that all together is like the beautiful part, right?
The saber style is more aggressive than the other 2 types of fence. Your target area is from the waist up, including the opponent's head and arms. During bouts, you'll spend less than 10% in combat, but that 10% makes all the difference on your body.
So the other thing with our sabers is we have these wires that plug into them, as you can see. So the wires are what's gonna allow the lights to go on, so see who hit. There's gonna be a reel, what we call a reel here at the end of the strip. We hook into the reel with the back of this cord, and then all the electricity flows through, and that's what you saw now when we're fencing. So when he touches his jacket, the light will go on pretty much. Legs and core. From here, let's say this part.
This has to be like moving like crazy fast. The upper body needs to not move, whether you change direction or not. If your upper body moves, you're giving so much information to your opponent. If your shoulder goes back, you cannot go forward, he's gonna run at you. If you go too much forward, he can tell you're gonna attack, he's gonna make you fall short.
Fence. Good, so you made him fall short. He's landing his attack.
You gotta hide everything here, so not moving. This has to be so active. So
It's very hard to keep your steps like this. People want to do this. It's very hard to stay here and keep your arm coordinated. You just want your hands to be fluid. Like you don't want, you want everything fluid.
Yeah.
Fluid. Again, high percentage, long attack, 2-2, ready? And long, not long, long and fluid.
yeah, if it's too stiff, you won't be able to go fast on your parries or fast to your target.
I think a lot of the work's in their shoulders, actually. You're doing these movements, you see my shoulders straight. You don't want your shoulder rotating as you're doing these things. Fence. 4-2.
You develop exceptional grip strength as a fencer. For comparison, a normal adult male has an average grip strength of around 40 to 50 kilograms. Elite male fencers average 65.3 kilograms, which is close to a gymnast or rock climber. We actually covered your body on rock climbing for the show's very first episode.
Fingers are super important. You have to point, you have to control the blade. Yeah, you're not doing this, everything's small. So it's all fingers and wrists, here. Fence. Oh, attack, counterattack, 3-2. Ready?
Even more important than strength is your reaction time and quick thinking. Timing, resetting, strategy, these are mental skills that win tournaments.
I mean, your whole body is torn up.
Me honestly, that was my head.
But the mental part.
The mental part. We have to process a lot of information, and I guess between the touches, this is where you need to like reset. You walk back to the line. You're trying to take your time, take your decision. But it's true, it's hard. I was struggling with that, honestly.
But I also think too, like something we talk about a lot too is like there's like high intensity or high focus, low impact touches. Like
Yeah.
high focus. The person from lunges, boom, boom. Physically, it's very easy to do that, but the focus has to be so high on that action and that rhythm. And I think every good fencer is getting like 5 or 6 of those about.
Yeah, and timing is everything.
And timing. So it's not just about running up and down, it's like timing is really important.
Like you have to do the right thing at the right time.
Like that's why a lot of younger athletes are more older athletes don't do that as much. But younger athletes are jumping through the, they're jumping through the gym, so to speak, I mean, even if you look at basketball, like look at like when those guys are young, they're dunking every play. And by the time they're like 27, they're like, okay, let me go find my spot.
Me save energy.
It's the same thing.
If you're tall with long limbs, you may have a slight advantage, allowing you to attack from a safer distance. But athleticism and strategic thinking are far more important than any ideal body type. The larger someone is, the bigger the target.
There's no like a typical body type for sure, but if you gotta be a little bit, if you're tall, it's in your own advantage.
Tall. Like fluid movement.
You have to be coordinated.
Coordination. Me being small, or short, not small, but shorter for sure on the circuit. Like, someone super, super tall is less coordinated. So I know if I use my footwork really well, I can like get them off balance.
Strength is also important, but the goal is not muscle mass.
Yes, but you don't need to have too much. If you have too much, it's going to be a disadvantage to you.
As some bodybuilders will tell you, muscle size does not mean speed or flexibility. Bulky muscles equate to brute strength, which is not the goal of fencing. Agility is key.
Obviously you have to be explosive, but like it's not explosive in one direction. So like track and field is like one way, boom. You have to be explosive and be able to retreat, explosive and be able to retreat in this sport. It's a lot about changing directions, balance. It's a lot about body control. And body control in every sport is important, but it's not just body control in one direction. You have to be able to be malleable.
To succeed as a fencer, you need coordination, speed, agility, stamina, and technique. Plus, quick thinking and good strategy. You want quick reactions to make the right moves at the right time.
But I'd say the general things you need are a really strong core, strong legs. We do a lot of bike sessions actually as cross training because of all the pounding we're doing, all the impact we have from fencing, all the footwork. So the bike sessions help kind of just like keep you off your feet, but you get the same intensity and
the knees.
The knees too.
Footwork is the most important aspect of training and is the key to fencing. Controlling the space between you and your opponent, launching attacks from a strong position and with effective timing, or safely retreating. Without skilled footwork, technical skill with your sword is woefully curbed. Fencers move using precise footwork. On guard, ready stance, knees bent, sword arm extended. Advance, small step forward. Retreat, small step back. Lunge, explosive forward attack. Recover. Returning to on guard position after a lunge. Distance control is everything. Too close, you're vulnerable. Too far, and you can't reach your target. The saber lunge is the defining attack of a bout. Explosive and lightning fast, extending your body as far as 3 meters. Old school saber fencing saw power coming from your legs driving forward and your torso rotating. But modern research has encouraged a more efficient stance. By keeping your lower back and pelvis aligned as you lunge, you'll achieve faster acceleration, longer range, and save a ton of unnecessary effort. In one study comparing the two stances, one fencer with poor alignment had a lunge acceleration of 0.5 meters per second squared, while a fencer with strong alignment reached 0.7 meters per second squared. That's around a 40% increase in acceleration just by aligning your back and pelvis. As for power, a strong lunge isn't all arms and legs. For a stable lunge, you'll need to activate your deltoids here and your tibialis anterior to land a reliable strike. Fencers spend a lot of time on drills for basic movements like advancing, retreating, and lunging.
Example of a touch, I start with my back leg to pretend I'm gonna run, up, slow down, take the attack, boom, okay? Another example of one could be, I come in slow, speed up, fake, come back out, up, pushing my attack, slow down, speed up, boom, okay?
They also practice specific techniques for their saber attacks and defenses.
Very good.
Aside from drills, strength training involves exercises for building leg strength, core stability, and shoulder power. This can include plyometrics, jump training, which involves explosive movements that train the muscles through rapid stretching and contraction. Critical for the fast forward and backward movement of the sport. This is combined with lifting and bodyweight training, and cardio. The physical toll on the body from fencing accumulates over time, which is why proper training and preparation is so important.
You're doing the same thing over and over for 20 years. Like, yeah, knee injuries, hip injuries, hamstring injuries, like torn hamstrings, Achilles, stuff like that. It's like a lot of lower leg injuries for sure. Shoulder injuries as well from all of this.
Sabre has a slightly higher likelihood of injury compared to foil or épée, but even still, rates of injury generally fall in the range of 2.2 to 3.7 injuries per 1,000 hours of training. Fencing involves lots of repeated movements, asymmetric movements, and explosive movements, which all place a great deal of pressure on the lower half of the body. Oh! The force transmitted through joints, as well as supporting legs and feet, are where most injuries appear.
You have naturally a side that is more developed than the other because you are, like you said, asymmetrical, and then you forget to also like develop the other part because it's not the same. You forget about it, and then after you get injured, you know what I'm saying?
So I think one is the cross training and like the evening out of your body and really making sure your joints are loose. And then I think all the other part is just like maintenance, a massage, stretching.
Me, I wasn't doing that much stretching, and I paid the price.
Mobility work to make sure your hips are open.
Nobody wants to do stretching, but you have to do it.
To prevent injury, invest in good footwear. Fencing shoes generally have thin outsoles and low cushioning compared to running shoes. While this absorbs less shock than normal sneakers, fencers prefer them because you can feel the floor, or the piste, and have better control of movement. You might opt to add cushioning like silicone heel supports to help absorb some of that shock to the body, such as tibial impact. So it's overuse injuries and non-contact effort injuries that dominate in fencing, rather than damage from direct hits. You're most likely to be affected below the waist, like here your metatarsophalangeal joint, MTP, where your toe bones meet the long bones in the ball of your foot, especially your sesamoids right here, which are two tiny pea-shaped bones located beneath the big toe joint and the ball of your foot. They act like pulleys to help your big toe move and provide leverage for walking or moving up and down the piste. They also absorb shock and help bear weight, which is why they're prone to injury, mostly fractures. Time loss injuries are relatively rare in fencing. Over a 5-year span for US fencing, injury rate was around 0.3 per 1,000 competitors, with most injuries being mild sprains and strains. The likelihood of getting stabbed is very low, accounting for only about 2% of injuries. Looking to develop similar skills or improve your own fencing? Try these other sports.
Boxing's good. I think tennis is probably really good for fencing. Like squash, racquetball sports where you have to move around, be nimble.
There's like it's like eye coordination shit, like, and the feet too. It's very good, yeah.
One of the oldest athletic traditions has evolved into a highly technical sport, using every inch of your body and requiring rapid and strategic thinking. No longer a stuffy elite activity, saber fencing has become one of the most physical and technically challenging sports around.